Here we go. Okay. I saw a lovely bunch of videos from Imperial Renaissance, but I'm going to have to go to class pretty soon, so I can't really cover that right now. I will try to cover it later in the week, though, where he's like, well, yeah, fascism was okay, but what Nazi Germany did was bad. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, so about this impeachment stuff. Does the impeachment of Donald Trump mean anything? The only thing is that look, they just want to stop him from being president again. That's the whole thing. They want to stop him from being president and nip that family in the bud and say, no, you're not going to be in politics anymore. Fine, fine. But there's a larger issue to be said, which is the integrity of the presidency. And more importantly, its integrity of the system as it is. Not actual integrity. What they mean is basically is they don't want any secrets revealed. That's the reality that we face. We see that, folks just don't want to see the folks that are in power right now in Washington, D.C., do not want the secrets revealed about the presidency. So this whole impeachment thing is, on its surface, is meant to stop Donald Trump from getting a paycheck after he leaves. But it also means that we don't want secrets revealed. We don't want to show people how the sausage is made. That's the real issue. That's pretty much all I have to say on that. But there is another subject I do want to bring up since I'm ranting and raving. I see people saying that basically we shouldn't support what the Wall Street's bets folks are doing because they say anti-Semitic stuff where they may not be capital N Nazis, but they're in the crowd. I saw this from good old what is her name? Gwen Snyder. That's it. Yeah, Gwen Snyder on Twitter. As always, the one that said that Chapo Trap House are actually are crypto fascists and everything else. Say what you will about that, but the thing is that it goes to show once again that these folks are so concerned with anti-Semitism. They're so concerned with these issues that they would rather undermine legitimate middle finger to the system than actually join them. The thing is, I said my piece on the whole GameStop stuff. Ultimately, I don't know what's going on in finance. Ultimately, I feel like, Wall Street will just crack down. That's the reality. Like I say, I did it the one time on this channel where I was like, fist pump for January 6th, and then we saw all the fallout from it. Once bitten, twice shy, as they say. So I'm not going to get too excited about what's happened with, some, Wall Street bets group. I'm not going to get that excited. Probably nothing is going to occur from it. People, I would just say don't invest your money. Don't do it. Just spend it on something you actually want to. And, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's ridiculous. I think a lot of folks just get caught up in it. Like I say, people are desperate. That's how I felt on January 6th. Like, people are desperate. They're just like, yeah, it's exciting to see, what's happening. Rah! But in reality, the system is still fairly robust. It's still fairly strong, and it's going to take down anybody that comes to fuck with them. That's not me surrendering. That's just me saying is be cautious about it. and not to read too much into it as if it's going to change everything. But that's my view of it. That's all I really have to say about those issues. But yeah, just to go back on it, the impeachment business, I don't think much is going to happen from it. Just like the first impeachment didn't do much. Even if they succeed and get Donald Trump impeached, the thing is that, is that going to stop his son from running for office? Is that going to stop Eric from running? I don't think it will, but ultimately, to me, it's just a sideshow. Congress would rather waste their time impeaching Donald Trump so that they didn't give him a nice check every month or however it works than to get us checks. And of course, it's ultimately still a defense of the system. And you're seeing this a lot with these lefty folks, is ultimately, as much as they talk about fuck capitalism, this and that, I'm talking about, the bread tuber folks or the Voshites or that type of crowd. And even the folks that combat, far right terrorism and all that, the researchers of the far right. These are all the folks that are like, well, we still have to trust the integrity of the United States. And so these are the bootlickers. They are. Because they still want to defend the system. They do, because they have gained from the system. People like Vosh have gained from that. He gets all these, he gets all his money from the super chats and gets all his, money from his own private website and whatnot. So why would he want to give that up? Doesn't want to. It's the same thing with these far right researchers. They can talk all day about the evil Nazis or talk about the Republicans and whatnot, but when it comes to actually overthrowing the system, they're like, well, So ultimately, because these are think tanks, these are folks who are doing all this far right research, and yet when it comes to them actually studying about what goes on in the in Arabic nations and goes on in Iran. I don't know, Iran is not an Arabic nation, but these folks draw a blank. So yeah, these are folks that are they're beholden to the system as it is right now, whereas a lot of folks are not beholden to it. They're barely hanging on, and they don't have much. There's not much skin in the game, for them. It's like for me, I don't have a job right now. I'm at home trying to get this last class done. Hopefully I'll make a C so that I can graduate and get my little degree. Maybe after that, and I do have a job, then yeah, maybe I'll have some skin in the game. But right now, no, I don't. Whatever happens, happens, and then I'll just have to choose where I need to go. But that's all I have to say on that. I think it's just you have to look at the class structure of things, but you also have to look at who benefits from this system still existing the way it is and who doesn't. Anyway, I'll keep it there. I hope you'll have a good one. Goodbye.